Okay. Loneliness, or as we call it, lack of authentic connection and sense of belonging. We think this is our time's biggest psychological challenge. And we live in a world today where we become more and more technologically connected, but less and less, or even more and more emotionally disconnected. And we feel that we have more friends, we feel that we have more acquaintances and bigger networks and more potential partners than ever. Yet we feel lonelier, and yet we struggle to find and commit to a partner. We are sort of losing our ability to connect authentically and to feel empathy for others, and we're drifting apart as humans. And Relate exists to bring us back together and to create a more conscious world of deeper connection and understanding between us. And exactly how we do that is through an app and an event concept that help you find and build meaningful romantic relationships that last based on personal values. And today, we young adults spend an estimated 10 hours per week on dating apps, yet very few actually manage to find something long-term, and the majority feel bad in the process of using these apps. And we're currently in a market shift today of how we want to date through tech, where there is a growing frustration among users of these swipe-based apps that are sort of dominating the market today. And the apps that show most traction today are the ones that enable and encourage authenticity. And at Relate, we built Relate upon a few beliefs, and we believe that the quality of our relationships sets the quality of our life, and that finding the right partner starts with self-reflection and knowing what kind of life we want to live. And that understanding each other's values is a powerful tool for connection and empathy. So what are values? Well, put simply, you can say that it's our deeper layer of motivation, and it's a collection of our beliefs, preferences, goals, and ambitions that sort of make up the core of who we are and how we view the world. And the methodology that we're using comes from our founding company, Self Leaders, which is partly based on this model from Richard Barrett that outlines that we as humans have 4 different groups of human needs and 7 different motivations. And what self-leaders have done brilliantly is sort of translate that into the simplicity of a tree, where we ask our users, what do you need to feel good and function well? What kind of person do you want to be? And what do you think is important beyond yourself? And put even more simply, our values can sort of be seen as our compass that sort of set the direction in our life. And the better we know our values, the better we can read our compass, and the stronger sense of direction we will feel in our life. So why is this important in relationships then? Well, a relationship, the way we see it, is sort of like deciding to walk alongside your partner on the path of life. And so it makes sense to sort of align the expectations of how that path looks like, right? What the studies also have shown is that if you share a lot of values, it's sort of like a shortcut to empathy. Like understanding of each other comes more naturally, and it also reduces the tension and conflicts that you have in your relationship. Another interesting fact is that studies have also shown that the mere awareness or increased awareness of your own values increases your sense of well-being. And so this is also what happens in a relationship, where if you share a lot of values, you affirm each other's view on life, which increases well-being, but it also helps you feel more secure in yourself and live more according to your values. So how does the Relate app actually works? Well, at Relate, finding a partner starts with yourself. So the first thing that our users get to do is to build their own values tree and reflect on these questions. And then based on that input, you will receive 5 matches or match suggestions per day, every day at 7. And instead of swiping, you press relate on a specific value. And we also provide you with question prompts to start the conversation. And in the future, we will also have more tools to deepen the connection and conversation. So whether you're in a relationship or not, download and try the app and build your value stream. You can opt out in the onboarding process of the whole matching part, and invite a friend or your partner and discover how values can help you connect deeper. And we're also in fundraising right now, so if you know of any impact investors that you think could help us out, please reach out. Thanks.